So we've finished our kettlebell workout and it's time to stretch. Start by lying on your back and pull your knees in towards your chest and just rock side to side a little bit and loosen up your low back and help your spine lengthen along the floor. Now, normally you'll hold each stretch for about 10 really slow breaths, but for the purpose of just showing everyone how to do this, I'm going to move through them a little more quickly. So you do a few gentle rocks side to side and then stretch one leg out straight along the floor and bring the other leg over. Hopefully your knee will go all the way to the floor. If not, no problem. All you're looking for is a big stretch all down your side. Have your opposite arm out, palm up, and actually look out past these fingers so you're stretching your spine as much as possible. Hold here for your 10 breaths. Bring yourself gently back over and switch sides. Just stretch your back all the way out. If your knee doesn't get down as far or it comes down but your shoulder pops up, that's fine. You'll stretch a little bit more every day. Our next stretch is the runner stretch. You can do this a couple of different ways. You can take a hold of your leg above the ankle. I don't want you to hold your foot. It's a lot of stress on the ankle. Hold at or above the ankle and pull your leg in towards your abdomen and chest. Or the more advanced version is to cross your leg over the other knee, reach between your leg and grab your thigh and pull it in this way. And if you do this way, you can actually use your elbow to push the knee out a little bit as you pull the ankle in, and you'll get a big stretch up the back of your leg and into your glute and hip there. The next stretch we'll do is the ballet stretch. Soles of your feet together, and use your elbows to very gently press your knees down towards the floor so you're really stretching your inner thighs here. Be gentle, don't push too hard, and never bounce in a stretch. It's not good for you. The next stretch we go to is the pigeon stretch. This one's challenging for people to learn. So for pigeon, you can start in a lunge position, bring your front foot across in front of you, and then take this knee down towards the floor. Your back leg will end up pretty straight. Just slide it backwards a little bit. This is the stretch right here. Now, if this is not enough of a stretch, and you'll be feeling it all through this part of your thigh and maybe your inner thigh as well, you can bring this foot out this way, and the more that your foot is forward and the closer you get to a right angle at the front knee, the more of a stretch this will be through your hip and your glute area. Our next stretch is for our sides. Sit back towards your heels. Your feet will be closer together, your knees wider apart, and then reach one arm off to the side. So you're really feeling a big stretch all the way down the side of your torso here. 10 deep breaths, and then of course, do the other side. So you can have your free hand underneath you to provide a little bit of support if you need it, but really reach the hand that's reaching out along the floor so you feel that huge stretch, even through your armpit and into your upper arm. Our next stretch is the lunge stretch. Get into a lunge position, keep your chest up and your shoulders back, and sink your hips down towards the floor. And of course, I want you to do each side. For the purpose of this, I've been showing one side on a couple of them, but make sure you do both sides. This is your lunge stretch. Don't lean forward into it like this. It's not the same stretch. Keep your shoulders up and just sink your hips down, and then you'll do the other side. To stretch your hamstrings, you can sit on the floor and reach one leg straight out in front of you. If you can, grab your foot. If not, no problem. Maybe you can throw a towel or a stretching strap over, or you can just leave your leg there and gently, gently let yourself come down, chest towards your leg. And then finally, the quad stretch. You can do this one lying down. You can lie on your stomach and reach one hand back and grab the opposite leg, or you can grab it on the same side. Either one is fine, and just pull your heel towards your tush. Now, some of these are not comfortable for some people to do on the ground, so some of these can be done standing. The side stretch that I did with my knees apart, sitting back towards my heels, you can do that standing up. Stretch like this, maybe rotate your shoulders forward a little bit, get that same big stretch all the way down the side, and then do the other side. Do not be tempted to bounce. Just reach into it, sink into it, take your deep breaths. Your lunge stretch you can do standing up. Come into a really long lunge position Shoulders back, push your hips forward and stretch like this. I'll show the other side as well so you can see what the back leg is doing. You're just rotating your tush under a little bit, like you're trying to tuck your hips under and sink forward, and you'll get a big stretch through the front of your hip there. Your hamstring stretch, bend your knees just a tiny few degrees, chest out, shoulders back, bend forward from the waist almost like you're doing a deadlift. You'll feel a big pull up the back of your legs there. And then finally your quad stretch, just for safety, put a hand on the wall or something like that and reach and grab your opposite foot and pull it up towards your tush. 10 breaths and then switch sides.